Welcome to another Noob versus Pro, where I'm the noob and she's the pro.
Woo.
And today we are going to build the ultimate desert temple, ruins of which you can explore and just have a wonderful time. It's actually not gonna be all that dangerous, but maybe it will be. You don't know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's check it out.
Build a desert temple. Must use chest item.
All right, well, let's see what we got going on here. It is sand.
That's so simple. It's the simplest thing ever. It's
Okay,
just sand. It's stupid.
But sand is tough to build with. We know this. I put it here and it don't stay. It go down. Mac, it go down.
It go down.
I don't like it
yeah,
go down.
but like it's deserty and it's temple-y and
Yeah,
and
we got
like
sand.
I mean you gotta have a deserty temple-y sand situation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
but it gets everywhere and it's just a big old mess. And hey, we got 30 minutes. Bye!
Okay, bye.
Okay, friends, so Desert Temple, you know, a classic institution in Minecraft as of like, what, 7, 8 years ago? I don't know when it came out. But anyway, the important thing is it's always this really cool thing to find, right? You're walking through otherwise a pretty desolate desert, and suddenly you come upon this big structure with a bunch of mysteries towards on the inside. And today we thought it'd be fun to try to build something like that. But I'm not going to be building that necessarily. I am going to build a Desert Temple, but I am going to build a Desert Temple celebrating not just necessarily just sort of, obscure old references to things beyond our time. But instead, I want to build it to celebrate the cactus. The humble, gorgeous, spiky cactus. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build myself a big old temple dedicated to the humble cactus and also a desert temple. If you take a look at this cactus piece, for example, you can see there are dark lines, which will be represented ironically by cacti, and then I'll have the green on the inside of it kind of balancing the other two. So actually, let's try this out. Oh God, that's terrible. I put a block down and it was like, yeah, all right, now I'm gonna... So I gotta be real careful about this, huh? So I have to do like this. Not like that, but like this. And then I cacti it up on top of these bad boys. How's that look? And then I'll probably have to put some green back here because otherwise it just kind of looks a little weird, not gonna lie. I think that works. Now the question is, alternatively, would we rather have like this green wool in between? And I think, well, that might be a bit more accurate to the cactus. I think it makes it a little too dark and I think it would not pop very well on a thumbnail. So I'm just gonna start from scratch here and we're just gonna build ourselves up. All right, friends, I have assembled here my simple, humble pile of cacti that will I be using to then assemble my ultimate cactus palace. I do like cactus palace. It doesn't really kick that hard as like, I was like, it's alliteration. No, it's a rhyme. No, also incorrect, but it kind of feels good. Cactus palace, it almost rhymes and it's close enough that it makes me feel good. So I'm going to use it anyway. So this is kind of the vibe I'm proposing here. The idea is it's just going to be a big old stick in the air here made out of cacti and this lime green powder. And we're just going to kind of build it up big and see what we can do with that. And I'm just going to have to kind of just build it up like this. See, oh boy. See, I'm glad I think I got to do the concrete powder first, because if I try to do this and the cacti are already there and I make one mistake, the whole cactus just explodes. And that's not worth my time or yours for that matter. Although it would be funny, I'm sure. Hello, Mac and Cheese. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I have a really cool idea that I'm executing on. So yeah, I just wanted to see how you were doing, if you have your idea fleshed out, if you know like the vibe.
Yeah, I have a pretty good notion of the vibe, but I have decided to make it so painfully hard upon myself to do this that I'm wondering why I'm bothering in the first place.
Did you go too big?
No, I went to cactus. But yeah, all right, we got, just letting you know, we are down to about like 19 minutes actually, so.
Okay, yeah, I have like the base of my structure done and then I'm building something and then I'll be able to add my walls. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about mine.
Sweet. Well, good luck to you, ma'am. All right, if I build this thing any taller, I'm just never going to build anything else for this build. So I'm going to now focus squarely upon cacti. Let's see how this looks. I think if I just build like one spire at a time, that'll do pretty well for me. Just so I'm not messing around with this too much. All right, let's take a look at this thing. I'm actually pretty pleased with this. I think this looks pretty fun. I think it has the vibe that I'm looking for. The only trick now is I want to see, can I put this on top of here? No. Okay. Yep. This is gonna be the next thing. I have to, or I want more cactus to kind of create a dome shape over the top of this. That's gonna be a whole business unto itself because cacti need to grow on top of sand, right? Yep. As soon as sand goes away, so does it. I can't put it on concrete powder. This could be the novel way that I use sand to make sure that all this works. Look at me already getting invested. And now I can put cacti on top of that. Yeah, now we're talking. Because I think what's really important is I do want kind of a domed topper to this. I think that would make it look really cool, but I need to actually like commit to that, and that's easier said than done. I have to be really sneaky about it too. I've maybe have accidentally made the most difficult build I've ever done in this Noob versus Pro thing here, just by merit of the materials that I'm using to build this. Why? Why did I make it so hard? All right, friends, there we go. Probably one of the hardest builds I've ever done for no real particular reason. I don't know why I did this. It's fun, it's different, but it's fine. And it took so much work. Why? Why did I think this was a good plan? Okay, now I'm just gonna dig. What I'm gonna do, because I don't want to fuss around with the the outside of it, I'm just gonna dig deep until I find some sandstone that I can kind of dig underneath with. There we go. We got a solid layer under here. That's what I was looking for. So I don't collapse the thing up above me here. Yeah, that looks good. And we're gonna go over to tunnel underneath, and we're gonna build a staircase down and then back up again. But first I need solid ground to work with so I can build a more solid foundation. See, so I'm a little afraid of. Do we collapse anything on the inside? This thing is built on very precarious ground, guys. Let me tell you what. Yep, this whole thing sunk one. Oh boy. Why did I build this on a layer of sand? This is not, jokes out of the room for a second here, friends. 100% should have built a better foundation for this before I started building this thing, because now I am not certain how deep I need to go to make sure that I don't break this in the process. Mac, just letting you know we got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes.
10 minutes is not enough time.
Yeah, I feel that.
I'm gonna just cry.
What I'm resolving here, friends, is I'm just going to keep the stairs very simple, because that's really all I can afford to do. Just very simple stairs leading back up into the temple here. It's just going to have to be kind of built around that. And we're just going to have to chill. We're going to have to chill and figure it out. What I'm realizing now is if I was a smarter lad, I could have just used the fill tool to fix this problem. But I'm not a smart enough lad. So I can at least put a layer of sandstone over this, right? Like, I can at least kind of cover this back up so that I can reclaim some of this space down here, or inside the temple. I just had to carve out the stairs to get there first. There we go. Cool. All right, I got that going for me at least. And I'm just going to seal up these walls here, make it look nice and uniform at least. And then I'll start building the outer segment of this. I mean, that looks cool within its own right. I just got to now actually spruce this whole thing up, and I have very limited amount of time to do so. So let's do it. All right, all I'm going to do here, friends, to finish this up, I'm just going to build a nice lengthy wall around, and that will be it. That's all time I got for here, friends. Trying to decide what looks better. So right now I got myself a little wall around here. Very simple, nothing too fancy, but I think it does look pretty nice, generally. But I gotta kind of figure out what sort of spires I want on top of this. Maybe like this, and then maybe like a torch on top of that. That might look kind of nice. Just a little bit of chiseled sandstone, a little bit sandstone wall, and then a little torch, and that'll kind of give it or maybe a lantern. I keep forgetting lanterns look better than torches. Oh no, guys. Oh no. I didn't recognize that the cacti would grow on top of my cacti. Ah, jeez. Well, I don't think they'll grow higher than 3. So maybe what I just do is I just go around and I just level it out here. Friends, I have just a very, very fascinating thought for the end of this, which is to say, what if I built an end portal here at the end? And I need this guy. And we're going to build ourselves a sneaky little surprise inside of here. Let me tell you what. Okay, friends, I'm back in. Oh, I'm back in. I'm liking the look of this. I think this is fun. I think this is a neat new idea that I'm building up here. I have to be careful not to fall in, or else Mac will be like, why are you in the end? I'll be like, I wouldn't have done this, friends, if it weren't for the fact that I had just enough space to fit it, and it looks so cool because of it now. There. And then maybe like a little arc on both sides here. All right, friends, I think this is all it's gonna do right here, because we only got 2 minutes left, Mac. 2 minutes.
Okay, Shadow.
I'm just trying to light this thing up here, friends, at the end, because I think that's what I'm really missing right now is just lighting. I think more lighting would be good. A little bit of fanfare here if I could manage, but I'm way out of time. Maybe this. Maybe just a little bit of a frame around here will look nice. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That'll do it, Mac.
All right, Shadow. I have done what I can do, so I will meet you up front.
Sounds good.
All right, Shadow. We had 30 minutes to build a desert temple. How do you think you did?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well,
I'm
let's
actually
take a
pretty
look.
impressed with how it turned out, but yeah, it's something.
Shadow, this little thing is cool.
This is probably the hardest I've ever worked for something so kind of just boring.
You know what it reminds me of? Like Mario, like dancing cactus moment.
Very Mario-esque is kind of the energy I was going for. Very kind of cartoonish
love that.
cactus, right?
And
So
then you can go down and up and into it.
Yep, and that's the vibe there.
is
And then
cool.
there's an end portal there because I with like 5 minutes left, I was like, oh my god, I could fit exactly that in this space.
Okay.
And so I kind of built this sort of
Is there
vibe
anything
inside of it.
in the end or no?
No. I've not touched it. I just built it.
Okay, so
But,
it's just like a temple to the end.
A temple to the end and to all cactus everywhere.
Dude, this is cool. I do really like this. The way you put it together, the open air on the top, like it's really fun.
Well, the open air is kind of a happy accident because, man, I don't know. Like the cactus, I knew what I was getting into. I don't know why I decided to use concrete powder for kind of the mix-in. That was a weird choice on my part. So you can see I really had to play it out.
Difficult.
But then for my sand usage, you could see that I had to cleverly kind of hide it into the mix here so I could build more cactus.
So that's what's growing the cactus
exactly.
on the top.
Yeah. And that's it. This took me all 30 minutes for sure.
This took you all 30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I love it. Well, do you want to see mine?
Absolutely. Let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look. All right, Shadow. I went with a different vibe. Not really a cactus moment, but take a look at my desert temple.
Ooh. So I see what you mean by, like, you think this is minimalist?
No, the inside.
Oh, the inside's minimalist. God, I've never seen, this is stairs mixed with water. Is that right?
Yeah.
I've never
kind of have
done
that
this
theme all
before.
throughout.
I've never seen this before. I don't know why, but it is mesmerizing.
Isn't it cool?
I love the look. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. So I kind of did that everywhere. I decorated with water.
Sure. Yeah, no, I actually really like
Instead.
that. It really nice, like kind of shimmery, almost oasis-esque sort of vibe to the space.
Exactly. It's like a water oasis.
Yeah.
You know? And so like in here we have like the kitchen if you
so
want. And then over here is like your storage facility. We have like where you're like growing your plants, you know?
Sure, yeah.
And then for sleepy times, right here. And then for me, what I decided to do with my sand is have it floating. So my sand is up above.
Oh, Mac, you're like, yes, I will not be outdone. I'm going to just make my sand cleverly float with the application of just the tiniest bit of string. I see it right there.
String.
Wow.
Make it float.
Wow. Way to show me up.
I am
goodness
the pro,
gracious.
right?
Yeah, no. I'm full marks, Mac. Full marks. This is great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Incredible. Yeah, no, this is really, really, really good. All right, well, there it is, friends. I'm proud of both of us because, like,
yeah, no, yours looks really good, Shadow. I really like your cactus.
I wish I had worked a little bit harder on the top of the cactus now that I'm looking at it.
The roundness, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's
it really
good.
is. It looks really good, Shadow. I'm not just saying it.
No, I
looks
appreciate that. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm ultimately pretty successful Noob versus Pro here today. I think we did very nice. Let us know in the comments which one you thought won here, friends, or both. Both is also an acceptable answer.
That's true.
And let us know if you have any other further builds you want us to try, because we're always looking for new
let us know in the
ideas.
comments down below. We totally read those.
We
so
do.
We want to know
100%.
what you want us to build.
Until next time, friends, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.